Welcome everybody. It's Rusty Money here on PlayStation Network and Rusty Money Gaming on YouTube. How are we all doing tonight? Thanks for stopping by the late night Friday night live stream. Game and Joy, welcome in my friend. How are you doing? We're just gonna be live here for a little while. It's been a while since I've been live. It seems like forever because real life has been busy. But yeah, we're here. Actually playing the game for once. Nice. I couldn't decide what to live stream. I wanted to live stream. I just about said, nope, I'm going to bed. But I'm like, no, we haven't live streamed forever. Let's live stream. Even if it's just for a little bit instead of a couple hours. Ross, David, welcome in. How are you doing on this Friday night? Thanks for stopping by the late night live stream. I was gonna the other one I was gonna choose to live stream actually was rebuilding the Return to New Frontier. I actually reinstalled it tonight. I'm gonna try and give it another shot. Just see. I'm just gonna see if I can get away with it. And I'm just gonna have to deal with not buying anything like bales at the store. So we'll see. With the game's updates and everything, we'll see. CS Benji is in the house. Welcome, my friend. How are you doing? Hope you all saw today's latest episode for the investment challenge on Riverview Farm by Cavalier Roy. If you haven't, make sure you go check out the latest episode. I have got up to $126,000 right now. The reason it's up so high is I did sell about, what was it, about like $36,000 worth of silage off camera. And I'm still like $270,000 in debt here on this map or this game save. A Farm Garage, welcome and hello. I'm doing great. I already watched Cavalier Roy today. You did? Good. You already watched my Cavalier Roy episode, huh? So tomorrow I'm gonna live stream to everybody. I don't know what time though yet. I'll try and make a somewhat of a notice before. I just can't come up with the time tonight, so I'll try and get it figured out in the morning and post it up. And Sunday will be live. Hopefully Sunday afternoon we'll be live with multiplayer. Right Family Gaming, Sean, welcome. And our new subscriber or new viewer, our very good new friend on a tiny channel right now. Everybody, make sure you go check out Epoch 80. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, so apologies, but go check out E80. How about that? E80 is doing the investment challenge, so shout out to E80 there in the chat for doing the investment challenge. Has a YouTube channel, very small YouTube channel, so go check out his videos for the investment challenge. I've been trying to watch all the videos when they come out for Riverview challenge. I'm with you, my friend. If there's something easier to try and remember how to refer to your YouTube channel, please put it in the chat, whether it be just your first name or a nickname or something. Right now, I'm trying to catch up with Farmer Willie B's activity on the investment challenge. I got all caught up, I think, finally with Tony's content for the investment challenge, and then I need to go back to catch up with Crustu, and I need to watch Zorch Farming. And I can't remember if Northern Farm Sim started it too. For some reason, I want to say he did, but I don't remember. I don't think he did, but I can't remember. What's been really cool, everybody, and I know I've been kind of behind the scenes here lately. The last couple of weeks haven't been very active. But what is really cool, and I'll just say it out in the live stream, really hits me in the heart seeing all these new people taking on these challenges, or not even new, but just people taking on these challenges that I create, as well as these challenges that like Tony has created, or even Zorch or Crustu, or yeah. Been really neat seeing some other people joining in with other people's ideas. I think the big thing for me about the investment challenge, and I know a few people will agree with it, is, and it can also go along with any challenge, it's kind of really fun to myself, I guess fun's not the right word. I really enjoy watching how each person starts their journey differently, or moves forward differently than other content creating channels. And I think the investment challenge so far, like I think it was E80 even mentioned it in his comment to me, was it's really interesting to see that there's like nobody so far doing the challenge that's like duplicating another person. Everybody seems to be going a different direction. So it's really entertaining as a viewer or even a content creator. There's like nobody doing the same thing. Yeah, we might be starting on the same farm, but we're not like using the same equipment, or, you know, following the leader with what they're gonna do next, and then you do that next in your video. Alright, we got that contract done. Now we gotta go over to the other one, which is up by our property we own. And it might be just as easy to just go this way to get up there. You're welcome, E80, for shouting you out and all that stuff. You're welcome. Right Family Gaming says, testing out a new headset. Cool. And E80 says, Tony has been putting out a lot of videos. Yeah, Tony has really been putting out a lot of videos. You are correct. I don't have enough time to, I barely have enough time to try and get, seems like, one episode out a week, one video. This last week it just worked out to where I got 2 out, one on Monday, one on Friday. I'm gonna try that again for this next week, but we'll see. Yeah, I got a new Sony Elite. Oh, I want to go that way. Oh, we still can go that way. I think our field is just down over here's. We're gonna stop for a second. I don't know if I've ever looked in this. Well, I bet I have looked in this shed. I just don't remember. Yeah, nothing in there. John C. Pepper, everyone has their own style of playing, right? That is true, John. Now let's see where we're at. I've gotten everything ironed out. Whiskey Creek Farms, welcome. Says hi there, Rusty. Alright, we want to go down here. Ooh. Should be this field right here. Sweet. Alright. We need to do this field. We will weed this field quick. $126,000. I'm hoping to maybe put a dent into the old debt in the bank right now. We're getting close. We're getting close to harvesting our first crop out of our fields. What I mean by first crop other than grass, because I've done a lot of grass harvests on my property, but I haven't done first crop. So like wheat, oats, barley, whatever it is, and I think we've got barley in our fields if I remember right. Two decently sized. They're like a smaller, medium-sized field. Been some nice mods in the mod hub this week. I installed a couple, but not a lot. How's Rusty doing tonight? I'm not too bad, Whiskey. I was gonna go live like almost 30 minutes ago. But I was watching a TV show I haven't watched for a while. Well, it was on YouTube TV because that's what we have. And it's just one of those shows that I really get into every once in a while. Treehouse Masters. The guy that makes these, you know, really cool tree houses. But I like shows like that. I like Treehouse Masters. I like Homestead Rescue. I think it's called Homestead Rescue. And, you know, I like those, like survival Alaskan shows. What are they called? I can't remember what they're called now. Alaska, the Last Frontier or something like that. Can't remember what the name of the show is. I like all those. Like reality type, you know, people that moved out to the off the grid, or some people that grew up there and, you know, Last Frontier. Survivor. What mods can I tell you I installed recently? I installed that military looking truck. Well, actually, I think I can show you like which ones. So I installed the military looking truck right here. You know, that wasn't too long ago. Well, I mean, these are all the mods I've installed since the last live stream, pretty much. Because it's been a while since I live streamed. And what else can I think of? I installed I also installed, did I install another trailer? No. Was it a low loader? No. Flatbed? No. Oh, I installed this. I installed this new one here. This SNCP 108. Looney has a nice little video on this one. Looney the farm guy. E80 said to John, everyone does, and it's interesting to see how to do things differently, right? Yeah. And John's reply was, that is correct. Whiskey Creek Farm's doing great, doing a few dishes right now. Oh, I got a few of those to do. I'm saving them for tomorrow. Whiskey Creek, then I'll be working on the Animal Whisperer Challenge. Oh, cool. Let's see. What else did I install? I know I installed some other ones. Oh, I installed a new baler. Oh, harvester. I installed the classic looking New Holland. What else? I also did the No, I don't got it turned on. Oh yeah, I do. Right there it is. I installed this baler when it came out. I don't think I had this before. I think that's the ones I really can think of right now. Whiskey Creek Farm says, "What is the brand of your headset?" What is it? Whiskey. Hold on. I think I know what it is, but I don't want to tell you wrong. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought it was, because I'm a big fan of the brand. I've always really, really loved, for PlayStation anyway. I'll put it in the chat there, Whiskey Creek. Turtle Beach headsets. The only thing I don't really care for, and some people really like them, I'm not a big fan. I like the headsets I can plug into my controller. This one's like a wireless one. I mean, it's nice, but I always kind of like the ones that could plug right into my controller. So then if I needed to have my controller charging, I could have my controller plugged into the console as well, which I still could do that. I still could do that because I could take the little USB thing that goes for the headset and put it on the back side of the PlayStation, but instead of the front. But it's sitting back in a cubby hole in the entertainment center, and it's just a pain to pull it in and pull it out to try and figure out, where that little USB plugs in on the back of the PlayStation. But I can't really say that anything bad about the one I got that's wireless Bluetooth, the one that I'm using, this Turtle Beach one. I don't have any real big complaints about it. It's comfortable. It seems like the battery is really good on it, so I don't charge it very often, really. And it lasts quite a while. Man, I'm overlapping a little bit more than I need to overlap there, but that's alright. It'll be okay. Right, Family Gaming, that sounds good. Yeah, it should be my bedtime laugh loud, but got the new Sony Elite Pulses for earlier birthday present testing. Oh, nice, Sean. Well, happy birthday too, my friend, if I missed your birthday. Yeah, I have my thing hooked in the back. Oh, okay, Sean. Nuclear Salmon is in the house, as well as Artemis. Welcome, my friends. We got 15 amazing people watching right now on this Friday night, late night live stream. They're really still... I don't know about a lot of you, but there really still hasn't been any game-breaking mods that I have really jumped up for joy coming to the mod hub, other than one by my good friend Schultz Modding, which is the Sell Everything mod. I've been waiting for that one for a long time, but I still can't wait for mods from like Gaming Joy and a lot of other people that I enjoy mods from that I just haven't seen yet, like EY Modding and Peter J and Rooster Mods, some more Rooster Mods, and Pepe 978, some more Pepe 978. Braden, welcome. I'm not doing too bad tonight. Nuclear, not too bad. How about yourself? Braden, I just a little sleepy, so I didn't want y'all to see me doze off. If I dozed off, no. I just wasn't, it's just late. We'll do a camera live streams tomorrow. Batwing is almost out. Farm fill stations, industrial sawmill will hopefully be next week. Oh, sweet. I hope so. I've been seeing a lot of cool PC mods. Yeah. There also really hasn't been a, what do you want to say, like a game-breaking map for me yet either. I mean, don't get me wrong, and I haven't looked at it yet. I was really, really shocked to see the little Lipinki farming map come to 25 from 19. I was really shocked about that one. I didn't really, I tried Lipinki in 19. I was going to do a series on it if I remember right, and I just got involved with other things and didn't finish the setup to start. So that's why I'm going to try, I think for now, I'm going to try and rebuild New Frontier. I'm going to try and bring New Frontier back. I still got people daily watching the episodes on New Frontier. So I just feel like I need to try and go back to it, try and rebuild it, see if I can avoid any problems. Let's do this one here. We'll accept that contract and go load some logs. Oh, let's get I gotta get ready for bed. I gotta go to West Dupree tomorrow. Okay, well, safe travels. I don't have to go anywhere. Well, I do. Tomorrow night, I'm gonna go to a bowling tournament tomorrow night. That's the plan right now anyway. Where we used to live prior to moving to where we live now, I was the station deputy in the northernmost community in our county, a little old town, and I was on their volunteer fire department. Well, their volunteer fire department has an annual bowling tournament against another small volunteer fire department about a half hour away. So retired firemen from either department or currently on the fire department can compete in the tournament. So my great friend, who still is the fire chief, invited me, so really looking forward to a good time. Whoa, Eric D, welcome, my friend. How are you doing? So doing that tomorrow night. Haven't found out what time we're leaving though. I need to find out what time we're leaving. We're taking a bus actually. Which is a good thing because it's gonna turn into a it's gonna turn into a great time, I have a feeling. So they decided this year that they should maybe think about getting a bus. So we got a bus that will take from the fire hall to the bowling alley. I'm doing alright, Eric. How about you, my friend? Whiskey Creek is planning on going to the bowling alley the first Sunday of the month. Nice, Whiskey. Going to West Dupree, not West Dupree. Oh, sorry. Well, I can't pronounce. I don't know what you're talking about, number one, Braden. So I apologize for any of my pronunciations. You need to also understand that I never was good in English or reading. I actually had a reading comprehension disability in my younger years, which I did outgrow and was able to pass a test to become a cop. So I apologize for mispronunciations. Oh, I don't know how many times I've had to say that before. Whiskey Creek. He was good at, yeah, I was good at eating donuts, you're right. Especially if they were fresh. Oh, David. We had our profit sharing representatives come to work on, what day was it this week? I think it was Wednesday. Yeah, so I got myself some daylight donuts. Well, I should say all of us at work got the chance to have some daylight donuts. Yeah. I had a blueberry cake donut, and then I also had a nice icy glazed donut. Melt in your mouth. Finger licking good even. Our profit sharing representatives came to talk to us about profit sharing in our retirements. No, Braden, I haven't been a cop for almost 3 years. Well, yeah, 3 years I think now. Lost track of time already. I work in agricultural parts at a local Case dealership about a mile from my house. Family owned, actually. Okay. Eric, thank you for the member chat, my friend. Y'all can drop the donuts in the chat for our friend Eric for doing a little member chat. Appreciate the support. Shoot, I went all the way through all schooling and I still can't spell or any. Oh, Sean. You want to talk about people that can't spell? Oh my goodness. My dad and my brother, especially my dad. My dad is not very good at spelling, and he'll admit it. Thursday is my donut day. Lately, I stop in at the local donut shop and grab an apple. Ooh, I love apple fritters. I just about grabbed one this morning. I did, Eric. I did see that. Wasn't very pleased to see that, but, well, what do you do? It's just like the whole college football thing. I think I'm starting to agree with several other people's views. I was all excited about the NCAA getting to pay these kids playing football, especially because then NCAA college football would come back to gaming. But the disappointing part is there's a lot of these universities and places of college football that are losing their players because they want to go somewhere where they're going to make more money. It's really, I don't know, I'm really starting to think it's not going to be a good thing. It's going to come down to hoping that these students going off to college are going to really like the coach or not, I think. I think the coach is going to be the game breaker if it's not the money. But I think if they don't try and, I don't know, if they don't try and make some kind of regulations about the portal and stuff, I think it's going to ruin college football real fast. And college football is one of my favorite things, other than the NFL, of course, but yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a good point too, Eric, but I think in our case, I don't think we got too much to worry about. But there's a lot of other teams in the NFL that it's gonna have a big impact on. I think the 49ers, have a great, what do you want to say? They've always had a pretty good program, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Pretty stable program. Yeah, there was some rough years, like after, like, especially after, like, Steve Young. JC Farms, welcome, my friend. Oh, of course. There gotta be traffic on this road where I want to load my logs. Take your car and go somewhere else. Oh, we got a delivery driver now too. 16 great people here. Thanks, everybody. After Steve Young retired, there were some bad years. Oh, yeah, there were. I'd say it probably the 49ers program for about 10 years at least was not very good. I actually wasn't following very well. It basically took until they got, well, until they got Coach Solomon. That was one of them. When they picked up Coach Solomon, I really started to watch again because, man, what he did to the defense. was really starting to change the program around. And then, of course, John Lynch and them came into play and even got better. Yeah, I see that, but realistically, I think anyway, they really haven't made that official, though. I haven't seen anywhere where it's actually official. You never know what to believe on Facebook. I mean, I have a feeling that it is official, but they really haven't made the official announcement that I've seen anyway. So what map's everybody enjoying now? You know, we got this Pinky, and we've got Palinay or Paulinay or however it's supposed to technically be pronounced. And you got this new Oak Bridge Farm. I mean, what was Calmston Farm anyway. Yeah, I hope they make an official announcement too, but I also saw, Eric, that not only is Coach Solomon coming back, but there's somebody else that must be of an old association too that's coming back. And I think it was like an old association during Coach Solomon time. Ronnie with the member chat, welcome my friend. Drop the donuts in the chat, everybody, for our friend Ronnie. Thanks, buddy. 20 awesome people here. Alright, let's go deliver this small transport contract. And I think we'll move into the next day because it's starting to get a little dark. Ooh, hey, D&We Gaming. Welcome, my friend. How are you doing? D&We Gaming, everybody. Go check him out on YouTube. Yeah, I heard about that too, Russ, but that's what I'm like too, Eric. I can't remember who it was, but I was excited about it. I just started finding my way around Riverbend, and now Riverview. Zelonka was one I liked too. I haven't really played much on Zelonka, and it's not that I don't like Zelonka. The time that Zelonka came out, I was so busy with other challenges back in FS25 that I just never gave Zelonka a fair chance. I need to try and give maybe Zelonka a fair chance in 25 if I get the chance. We started a new map, Ricky Flats, and the old man made a new one for FS25. Oh, cool. Alright, now, where do I need to go from here? I can't remember if I just go... Oh, yeah, I just go straight up there. That's right. And we'll go back to the trailer house, and we'll move to the next day. Stopping by to smash the like, Rusty. Wild Coach Gaming, welcome, my friend. Thank you. Just so you know, I was lurking in your live stream as well. Earlier, somebody else was... Oh, Tony was live streaming. He might still be live streaming. I was lurking in his live stream too and left a like there as well. Trying to think who else I saw. And I stopped in and dropped a donut. They just didn't know I was there though. You know that this challenge, oh, let's see here. I need to, yeah, we want to turn here. This Can You Survive 25 challenge for FS25 really has shocked me. Really has shocked me in regards to how much attention it's gotten. The example setup video for the challenge is still getting watched, still getting likes put on it. I occasionally still run across a channel that is starting this challenge because they have just got into FS25 or wanted to actually challenge themselves to trying to keep a same game save for the life of FS25. Okay, where's the... There we go. Let's move the other trailer up further. See if it'll recognize it there. Oh, still didn't recognize that one log though. Sorry, traffic, you're gonna have to wait for the slow guy here. Looks like we must be right on the edge of not being able to get it to accept it, so we'll turn here. Get better positioned. Let's try that now. Actually pulling... Ooh, we might have went too far. Yeah, this is why I play with that thing on. Settings. Hey, how many of you paid attention to all of your new updates to FS25? Because now there is a third column, especially for those playing on console, that you should pay attention to. That is, whoops. Oh, I hate this menu thing. Oh, trying to navigate on console still is a pain. There's this new one here, graphic settings. You need to go watch my good friend, you need to go watch this channel. He does a very good presentation of this. Go check out Jelsa Farmer on YouTube, another gentleman friend of mine. Plays on PlayStation and PC occasionally. But he talks about this. This was a part of the recent update that got added. So you can like adjust your field of views individually, and more importantly, for those on console, you can increase or set the brightness of the game. And it goes all the way down to 0.5 all the way up to as bright as 2.0. And I have it at 1.5 right now. That's what I had it at. Yeah, I want to save my changes and back. Okay, where, oh, I'm like, okay, I'm a little out of the zone there. That's why it's not going. How long has everyone been playing? I've been playing FS since 19. Since about the... Oh, sometime just before I think they released Erlengrot. I think I was just after year one, I think. I can't remember exactly, but I wasn't at the start of FS19. Alright, now let's accept that. What else do we got? Bale, Deadwood, really ain't anything I want to do. Let's go back to the trailer house like I said I was gonna do. And we will jump ahead. Been enjoying the Frankenmuth map. Cool. I was doing a build on Frankenmuth, which I still need to finish. That live streaming. I'm gonna try and live stream twice tomorrow. I don't know what times, but hopefully twice. And at least stream once on Sunday. The multiplayer in the afternoon. I played the demo of 13, but 19 was the first one I bought. And 19 was the first one I ever played, and I originally had came and played FS19 on, oh, what was the base game map called? Was it called Ravenport, I think? And I absolutely hated it. And I went back to racing online, and then several months later, came back to FS19 and thought, I'm gonna go try that other map called Felsbrunn, and I fell in love with it. Played on Felsbrunn for quite a while before I found my first modded map, which was Mercury Farms. And from Mercury Farms, I went to places like New Woodshire and No Man's Land and Almost a Farm and the Old Stream Farm. Can't remember what other maps I played in 19. Dark Forest. Alright, we're gonna back up here by the trees for now. How do you know how to place down your chainsaw on the International CV series? I don't know, Cal, because I don't have that mod, but I suggest watching this guy on YouTube. He does individual mod reviews, so you don't have to watch the entire mod group of mods to be reviewed. You can go look up each individual mod on his YouTube. I'm gonna guess it's just a certain button function that you're getting wrong, potentially, to make it work right. Okay, let's get up at let's go 9 o'clock in the morning. Charles Said Dristenhoff by Richie F. Oh, that's when you started playing, Charles? I only started playing 19 because it was free monthly game for PS Plus and it hooked me. That happened to a lot of people, Eric. I just never caught the fact that it was free. I don't believe. I think I ended up paying for it, if I remember correctly. Alright, what do we got here? Yeah, it's barley. We got a barley field right here. And then right across the road here, we own another barley field. Oh, I can show you what I did do off camera. I sold the other fermenting silo and put this new one in right here. Got it bought. And I kind of leveled out, smoothed out the ground, and placed in the new fermenting silo over here. So you can see that I did level it off because this right here slopes up the hillside there towards the field, and then over here then you can see that I got a little terraforming here against these trees, but I wanted to put it up to the trees. I didn't want to chop the trees down, so can't get that to quite smooth out, but it smoothed out pretty good around the front side here and stuff, so that works pretty good. And then this grass field here, we own this grass field and it's ready to harvest actually. That silo is a time saver. Ooh, yeah, it is. It is, my friend. It is. It's a good one. It is a good one. I wonder if I go into this screen here. I usually can tell better in this screen. I think that there's potentially another growth of the grass left, though. I can't tell if that's the highest. Usually I can see that. So let's check out. I like doing hoeing contracts, but I'm not gonna do those. Let's use sales. Got nothing in use sales, which doesn't surprise me. On console, it seems like you don't get anything good. That was one wish for me for FS25 or even the next FS, was if we had more choices in use sales than just 3 to 5 is basically all we ever end up with on console. Now, like on PC, there's mods to increase the amount of choices you have in used sales. I just wish they would sometime expand upon used sales and make it available for more variety of stuff. Mr. T-Bone is in the house. Welcome, my friend. Alright, let's go mow. I want to go mow. So we're going to mow my grass field. The first cutting on our freshly purchased grass field. Our first official cutting off of it. from since we purchased it. Oh, I might be at the right height now. We're gonna take as much grass as we can get. We're gonna take what they'll give me. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Don't forget, the easiest way to support the channel is by dropping a donut on that like button. Really helps the channel with the YouTube algorithm. So thanks everybody. Appreciate it. How much more is it gonna let me take of that? Man, quite a bit actually. Right now, currently, I'm enjoying this Can You Survive 25 series on Riverbend Springs. I still haven't found myself like completely bored with the map. I really do like this map by Giants and the concept of how we're playing it with this challenge. I also am currently enjoying Riverview by Cavalier Roy. And going to be going back to Frontier by Ola Holidor. I believe we'll be going back to that soon. I also kind of can't wait to see what the next kind of no man's land style map will be. I love those kind of maps, and originally I didn't care for them. When I first got into playing FS, I hated No Man's Land. But then I challenged myself to No Man's Land again later in my FS journey and fell in love with it. And have really enjoyed some other maps very similar to it. You know, like Calm Lands. I did a big series in 22 on Calm Lands by E.R. Shaba, and I also really enjoyed Alone in the World in FS22, which was another kind of no man's land, but it was much smaller map. They are bringing Silver Run Forest back, that is true. We will be getting Silver Run Forest, which I think is very exciting. Jack, my friend, welcome. There's another great friend of the channel, everybody. Try and do some more shout outs here. I haven't done shout outs for a while, really, everybody. So got into it again tonight here by giving a good old shout out to our new viewer in a very tiny channel on YouTube called Epoch 80. Small channel I found that started the investment challenge on Riverview. But anyway, we got Jack Sarge farming in the house, everybody. Go check out my great friend Jack Sarge Farming on YouTube, as well as his calming, soothing voice with his other channel called Jack Sarge Painting. He paints these little military figurines. I don't know what the technical name for them are. Somebody else could put it in the chat, but it's really soothing to listen to. He's got like a Daggerwind Farm Sim Snowy voice. And he really does do good role plays, and it's another channel I need to catch up with. He did a really neat little kind of role play to one of my challenges back on FS25. It was hilarious. But yeah, go check out Jack Sarge Farming on YouTube. Ah, you're welcome, my friend. I finally released another FS video after more than 3-week break. Joe86, love your challenges and starting Riverview challenge tomorrow. Thanks, Rusty. Well, Joe86, my friend, here you go. Joe86, welcome to the Barnhouse chat, my friend, where the coffee's always hot and the donuts are always delicious. If Stream Elements would wake up and actually do what it's supposed to do. Why do I say the coffee's always hot and the donuts are always delicious? I was a police officer for almost 23 years here in the state of Nebraska. Small town policing, though. I worked for a county sheriff's office for almost 12 years, and worked for 2 different city departments, one for 3 years and another one for almost 9 years. And just 3 years ago, I had a change of heart, and I actually chased a career in agriculture. The agricultural field in real life, a cop to the agricultural field. I work at a tractor dealership in the parts department. Yeah, I went from city boy, being a police officer, to a tractor dealership, knowing nothing about what a bearing, a cone, a race, a shaft. I didn't know what any of that stuff was, really. I just knew it existed. But I've learned a lot in 3 years, I can tell you that. Learned a lot about combines, especially. Oh yeah, thanks, Jack. I forgot. I need to go back and look at that again, see if anybody's commented or anything. Yeah, in my Discord channel, which my Discord channel, everybody's public, so explanation point Discord moderators, maybe Elements will put it in there. You can join my Discord channel there's challenges in there. You can find the list of challenges created by myself or other friends of the channel. And in there, I just shared a picture of a list of parts I looked up just recently, just as an example of what I do at work. And yesterday, I delivered, was it yesterday? I don't remember if it was yesterday or the day before now. I delivered a list of parts to the off-site mechanic I work hand in hand with, and it was about a $23,000 list of parts for a 7230 case combine. The other neat thing about my change in career is I get to work with one of my boys. My boy also works, one of my boys works at the same tractor dealership I work at. He started working there about, 3 or 4 months before I did, actually. And he is working in the service shop as a mechanic, and the business that we work for is sending him through diesel apprenticeship course, because just a couple of years ago now he graduated high school and he just couldn't really figure out what he wanted to do in life, so we got him this job at this dealership, and we didn't know what to expect. He didn't know what to expect. Never changed any oil in anything before. Now he changes oil in Bobcats daily. Plus does a lot of other things. And was just out at Aurora, Colorado this last week at the Bobcat school in Aurora, Colorado, and took some kind of hydraulic course. That's awesome, Rusty. I hope he does well with the diesel program. I think he will. He's doing pretty good right now. It's actually the only, I wouldn't say it's a downfall. What's really, I don't know what the right word is. It's a 3-year program. Let's put it to you that way. So basically for year 1 it's classroom, and for the last 2 years it's hands-on, but all of his hands-on skills come from working right at the business, and one of the other mechanics in the shop is more or less his instructor or coach, if you will, and then the two of them meet back with the college advisor or professor or whatever. So he's still on year 1, but I think he should be approaching almost the finish of year 1 now. That's apprentice, yeah, diesel apprenticeship is what he is. His degree or certificate or whatever it will be called. or that's what it'll be for. And I hopefully get to go to a Vermeer class later this year. Kind of looking forward to it because one of my favorite parts programs actually is by Vermeer. My 3 favorite parts programs actually are Case, McDon, and Vermeer. Grasshopper, because we sell Grasshopper at the dealership. I absolutely despise their parts program, even though it has changed and I haven't seen the newest one, because I haven't had to look up a part on a mower for a while, because of course it's out of season right now. What other one don't I care for? Not a big fan of Bobcats. Bobcat's parts program it's okay, but not a big fan of it. Oops. Didn't want to hire a worker. Hit a whole bunch of buttons the wrong way there, so shutting everything off. We gotta pick up all this grass and get it in that fermenting silo to make us some money. Alright, let's, I'm gonna do something here. Be a little interactive for a few minutes here. I wanna do something. Let's see. Let's run that for just a few minutes. See what everybody says. Curious to know just how many people possibly were, you know, percentage of you were actually watching that series and if you enjoyed it. I'm thinking about rebuilding it due to some inspiration, basically. One of which I believe came from my great friend Jack Sarge. So thanks, my friend. Alright, now we gotta switch track. Hey, Mark! What's up? Alright, let's see. What did Sean say there? Well, from being a certified diesel and regular mechanic, the best advice I can give him is to use stuff to help lift anything, especially the real heavy stuff. Yeah, Sean, I've been you know, I don't know anything. I just know enough about safety that I've really been concerned about a few things, you know, like things that he might not think about. But we recently got a couple of really great guys in the service shop, and he's really connected with them. They're older guys, and they've really been looking out for him, telling him some stuff he didn't know, you know, giving him a different perspective on things. And yeah, so it's been really good, actually. Oh, I don't doubt you one bit. Oh, thanks, Jack. Sean says, because trust me, it might not seem like it at first, but it'll hurt in the long run because I've done it for about 15 years straight, and now I can't work at all. Oh. Yeah, you know, not to like um put a damper on any situation, but the one thing not long ago I told him was, because I found out he was going to get to do this apprenticeship thing, was I said, just make sure you pay attention and really focus. And I said, think about safety every time you go to do something, you know. Just always remember that a jack can malfunction, and a jack can, you know, break its lifting ability. So don't be afraid to have, I shouldn't say be afraid, try and remember to have a second backup, if you will, of some kind of support if something goes to fall, so you don't get hurt. And I told him, because I said that's what happened to one of our really popular race car drivers, actually, in our area. Was out in his shop working on his race car, and the jack stand collapsed. Killed him. But he didn't have like blocks of wood or anything underneath the race car while he was working on it. Spinal injury, but he is in the right field. Those diesel is where the money's at. I made more doing that than any of the other. Yeah, I've had lifts fall and everything. Yeah. Yeah, it is, Eric, it is. Yeah, it can be, that's a sad deal, Joe, that's for sure. You know, and we're just talking about, you know, where I live here in northeast Nebraska. We're just talking about but that's what a lot of people grew up with, though, you know, especially even a lot of people even watching us now here on YouTube. Small town people, but you know, I'm just talking about your Friday night under the lights race car drivers, you know, or your Saturday night under the light race car drivers that have a full-time job and they go to the local racetrack and race every Friday or Saturday night just for fun, you know. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about some, like, you know, professional driver that was out there making money. So I guess what I'm getting at is it kind of even sometimes has a bigger effect on everybody just because, you know, a lot of those people that watch these Friday night under the light people or Saturday night under the light racing, especially kids, once the kids start finding out that that guy drives a race car, then the parents have to take the kids to the racetrack on Friday or Saturday night to watch them, and then the parents end up enjoying the sport. You know, that's what kind of basically happened to me, and why I love circle track dirt racing so much is because when I was growing up, my mom and dad owned a bowling alley, and one of the guys that worked for my dad at the bowling alley eventually bought a race car just to race. You know, it was his hobby, his new hobby. And then I was young, and so I always had a love for race cars, and so he always worked on the race car in the back parking lot behind the bowling alley. And the bowling alley property had this old shed behind it that Dad stored extra sets of bowling pins in, and he let our helper, his name was Doug, he let Doug use that little shed as kind of his storage shed for his tools and stuff, but he did all of his mechanic work outside in the parking lot. So that's really how I kind of started enjoying racing, was just growing up watching him work on his race car and helping him work on his race car too. Speaking of which, Rusty, I watched one of my all-time favorite movies. Ooh, nice, Eric. It's my favorite movie, too. I can't wait to see the sequel. It's going to be really good because it looks like Tom Cruise must have Jeff Gordon driving as the character racer behind the scenes. That's what I'm going to guess anyway. That was announced in social media ads during the Daytona 500. So really neat to see that Jeff Gordon was willing to partner with Tom Cruise for the production of Days of Thunder 2. Yeah, there's gonna be a Days of Thunder 2, Eric. Yep. Supposed to be anyway. That's what's all over social media. All over Facebook. I know sometimes, you know, Facebook is fake news, but they touched briefly on it during the broadcasting of the Daytona 500 that there was going to be a sequel. They didn't announce that Jeff Gordon partnered with Tom Cruise, because I think it was, I saw it a day later. Actually, there's supposed to be a lot of sequels coming to a lot of old movies that, was kind of always the movie you thought would make a great sequel. Yeah, but I still can't wait to see more maps come for 25. Man, I just about, the other two I almost live streamed tonight was either Alma on FS25 or Carpathian Countryside. And now I decided against Alma. I'm like, no, I'm not going to live stream Alma on 22. Because here's why. Because in 22 it was a map I wanted to play, and I never installed it, never looked at it, so it'll be a complete new one for me in 25, unlike a lot of other people that really love the map that already saw it in 22. It'll be a total new experience for me. Carpathian Countryside, I really enjoyed the looks and appearance and thought that map would be great for a challenge. I just never got the time to do it. So I am excited to look forward to seeing that return to 25. And it sounds like that it's even gonna be more decorated than it was in 22, and possibly be even a couple of different things. Wow, he's 94, Eric. That's the only downfall, Eric, is when it comes to situations like that movie. I hope they do a really good job with it. I hope Tom Cruise does a really good job with it. It just will not be the same without Harry Hog. and I'm a Tom Cruise fan. Another one that I heard that was going to get a sequel, Eric, you might remember this movie because I don't think you're much younger than me. But who remembers the original Goonies movie? The Goonies is supposedly getting a sequel produced. That will be something to see. I can't. What kind of sequel could you come up with for the Goonies? Epoch 80. The scene where he's talking to the car was what I imagine all crew chiefs do. Epoch 80. It's one of my favorite parts of the movie, actually. I'm extremely a softie. I mean, yeah, your certified police officers across the globe are supposed to be upstanding citizens, you know, and have a strong heart of gold and be able to hold their emotions, but I'm here to tell you I'm not very good at that. It don't take much for a tear to run from my cheek. No offense, but yeah, that's one of my favorite parts of that movie. Andrew, welcome, but it just goes to kind of show, well, not show, but kind of goes to, oops, bumped the wrong button there. It's how much I enjoy dirt track racing. And Days of Thunder isn't dirt track, but it's just how much I love racing in general. Andrew, welcome. Wow, we almost got 100,000 liters of grass here. Oh, it's going pretty good, Andrew. How about yourself? I've always been a big Robert Duvall fan. Oh yeah, Eric. Yeah, I agree. I agree. The man who raised me the same one I worked in the garage for all them years. He's a dirt track racer. Ah, cool. That's cool, Sean. I mean, I could talk racing, how much I enjoy dirt track racing all night. I mean, I've told this story before, so a lot of viewers right now have heard it, but we've got new people here too. But when my mom and dad owned the bowling alley, well, let's back up a minute. I have one brother, and he is 2 years younger than me, and my parents moved us from Iowa to Nebraska when I was 6 and my brother was 4. We moved off of the family farm and moved to this little town in Nebraska to run a bowling alley. My dad got hired to be the manager of this bowling alley in our community, and then later in life my mom and dad bought the bowling alley from the owner, and then several years later they sold it. But anyway, what I was gonna talk about is during that time, and welcome Kiwi Sim Farmer, how are you? During that time, there was a place here in, it was a place here in Nebraska, in Grand Island, Nebraska, actually, that was called GI Music. It was started by a Keishan. And the gentleman that my brother and I always got to see and got to know and just admired, his name in short was Junior Keishan. and he raced late models. So he would deliver the new arcade games to the bowling alley every so often, and the bowling alley was along the same street where we went to school. And so it was just ironic that kids in school got to know what Junior Keeshan's business truck looked like. And so it always seemed that somebody always saw it drive by the school, and it had video games sitting in the back end of the truck. And it went by the school, which means it was going to the bowling alley, because that was the only business down the street that had video games. And so somebody would eventually find my brother or I and tell us that, hey, looks like Junior is on his way to the bowling alley with new video games. So then whichever one of us would find out first, then we would let the other one know. And so usually it was me that found out first, so then I'd have to tell my brother. But when we'd get home from school, and at that time the house that we lived in was right next to the bowling alley, actually. And we'd get home from school and go run out the front door and down the driveway and around the red fence and through the bowling alley parking lot, and see Junior Keeshan's black pickup parked there in the front. We'd go sprinting inside, and he'd be ready for us. He'd get down on his knees and give us a hug, and he'd say, "You boys, now go over there." He said, "I pushed the red button for you on those machines over there. Go have fun. I don't care what your dad tells you to. You just go over there and have fun." Because usually Dad always was like, "Oh, now, come on, boys. You don't need to be playing those games." You know, because he felt bad because Junior would always push the little red button on the inside of the door, and he would put like 25 to 50 free games on each video machine. So we always got to be the first ones to play whatever new arcade came to the bowling alley for free. There's just things like that that you remember forever. So then that's what really got me into following racing. That was one of my stories anyway. That got me to love racing. So then, it'd come race season, and he'd come to the bowling alley and he'd give us shirts and okay, what do we got? We need to fertilize it. Now that we cut the grass, what do we got in here? We should take a look at this thing. We have 276,000 liters of grass in there. Currently have 188,000 liters of silage available to sell. And I have, yeah, that's all I got in there then. Yeah. So we're doing good. Alright, so we need to fertilize. I don't know. I don't think I have a fertilizer spreader. gonna have to lease one. What do I currently have on lease? Vehicles. I got one thing there. I got my Agco tractor and I got the Great Plains Cedar. And I have the stump cutter. I don't see cutting down a tree anytime soon. I'm going to return the stump cutter. So then that's two things I got on lease. So I could go ahead and lease a fertilizer spreader then now. Trying to have three things on lease at one time, or only allowing myself three things is what I should say. It hasn't held true the entire time, but I've done the best to do that. Let's see. Fertilizer spreaders. Where are we going here? We'll just go with this one. And we will put the extension on it. I don't think we really need anything. We could put the attacher on it just in case, and we'll just lease it like that. I could buy it, but I'm just going to lease it. Alright, let's go pick that up. I might want to put the front weight on now. Tennessee farmer, what's up, my friend? Holy cow, 11:30. Man, time really flies by when you start to wake up and you get a chat that is so amazing as you people are. You know, that's what I really enjoy about live streaming is when the chat is engaging. When the chat isn't engaging, then I get to the point where I feel like I'm just talking to a tree and the tree's not talking back, and then I go kind of blah. And I just drive and forget to talk. Fertilizer spreader. Yeah, what about the fertilizer spreader? Did you see the one in... Oh, yeah, I did. That's right, Tennessee. You know, the only reason I probably didn't go back and pick that one is because it only does fertilizer. And I've always, when I've played FS, even all the way back to 19, I never did try to, how do I want to say it? I always had to use a spreader where I could put fertilizer and lime in it. I just never was a fan of using a spreader that didn't hold lime as well. Oh, and I don't know if I have anything stored up there. Just because it's all sitting over here, probably. If we have any. Okay, there's some lime, some liquid fertilizer. There's a bale there. What's over here? I want you to hit the pace car. Oh yeah, that's the other part of the other favorite part of the movie. Is that seed or is that fertilizer? That's seed, I think. We need some fertilizer. Oh, I can get that up there at my property. I forgot I got that silo thing. Oh, and that's what reminds me too, Eric, of what I was going to talk about was who made that comment? I think it was Epoch, E80. I don't know how else to refer to him because I don't know how to pronounce his name. You need to go check out, and it was kind of quirky, but I had a lot of fun creating it. I think Eric might remember it. But in FS22, my first series on FS22 was on Fruling. A map called Fruling by Callie. And I did a series, I believe it was called The Days of Farming on Fruling. You need to go find the episode. I can't remember what the episode title was, but I recreated, well, how do I want to say it? Let's say I took a part of the movie of Days of Thunder and created it into farming simulator content. I won't spoil it for you totally, but I talked in the shop, let's say. I'll have to go find that, Rusty. I think, Eric, it was, I want to say that, I can't remember. There's a picture of a workshop building in the background, I think, of the thumbnail. But I also can't remember if that was like the episode where it was just before introducing that Farm Sim Snowy was going to join me. Or that there was going to be a special guest in the next couple of episodes. I think it was that series. I'm pretty sure it was. That's the same series where Farm Sim Snowy joined me in an episode as a part of the Days of Farming. I built a obstacle course, if you will, on the map called Fruling, and our great friend Farm Sim Snowy had to compete against me. And it was recorded. Him and I did a recorded episode. It was another kind of, in my opinion, quirky creation, but I guess when you do this content creation stuff, if you're not having fun, then why are you doing it? And I still live by that, like a lot of other content creators do. Even if I don't get somebody that really enjoys what I create, I enjoyed creating it. Whether they enjoyed watching it, I don't know. It was just fun to create and see what other people might think of it. I agree, that sounds fun. You have to go back, Eric. I could have swore it was you, but I might have been thinking of somebody else. But yeah, you go check out the Days of Farming on FS22 on Fruling. It was a fun series. If Towboat Fish was here, he would speak forward unless he's lurking or something. Alright, we got that fertilized. That grass field that I harvested fertilized. Alright, now. Man, that brightness setting really does work. Even though, I mean, we're at 10 o'clock in the morning, but it just looks so much brighter in the game. Adjusting that setting. Okay, now, I want to see. Anything new? Nothing new in there. Okay, I'm going to take a look at this poll here. It's been up for a little bit for you all. I'm going to end it. Okay. Well, I'm going to try and have that series return on the Frontier map. Alright, now I think there's a couple of fertilizing contracts. Oh, at least one. Let's take that up while we got this leased. Where's it at? On 43. Oh, I should see what it was for. Okay, just fertilizer. Thank goodness. That's right. Right here near us. Yeah, it probably doesn't look like, for anybody really new watching, it probably really doesn't look like I'm very far into this whole challenge, but I only started with $11 in my pocket. I did my own little twist to my own challenge creation. So yeah, I only started with $11 in my pocket and building up from there. So I don't own a lot yet. I finally own 3 fields. But or actually 4 fields, I think now. Let's look at that. I think it's actually 4. Yeah, because I own, let's go over here to farmland. So I own 12 here, 13 and 14. Then I own this little one up here, 34. That's all I own. I don't own any productions or anything like that yet. And I got the initial debt paid off, which was the $250,000, and then I borrowed an additional $500,000 after I paid the $250 off, just to finally buy some equipment. Oh, that's the wrong field. Other side of the road, Rusty. Other side of the road. Man, this thing spreads really far. Forgot kind of how wide a spread it's got. Which is one reason I like it, but I also like it for another reason, because it's by one of my favorite modders known as Chameleos0397. Alright, now we can collect on that little contract. Collect on, what do we got? The hoeing and the rock removal and wood transport. Well, I think it's getting late, everybody. It's about midnight here in real life. I should probably get some rest. So I think we'll probably just call it here. Appreciate each and every one of you for watching tonight's late night live stream. And if you haven't yet, please make sure you drop a tasty treat on that like button, which is better known by myself as a cop battery and by you all people as a delicious donut. Don't forget to leave us a comment in the comment section, and please share a box of donuts with all our friends and family by sharing the videos and the live streams from the channel. But from myself, RustyMoney, we will see you all on the flip side, everybody. Have a good one. Before you all leave, everybody, let me set up a redirect if we got anybody late night live streaming. So just give me a second. See if we can do a little raid, if you don't mind. Let's go to there and let's edit this live stream, and we will customize it. We will go to add the redirect. See who we got. Ooh, we've got a few actually. Let's go here. Love this guy. Save. Alright. That is ready to go, but thanks Jack, CS, Kiwi, Eric, Epoch 80, Sean, Ronnie. Thanks everybody. David, thank you. Follow me all to this redirect. This guy is also in the criminal justice world of careers, everybody. Is a great guy to talk to, so I'll see you over at the raid. Let's end this. Have a good night, everybody.